Tats, I'm just wondering if you can talk to me a little bit about the progression of someone like Fabian, especially on your line, and just how you've seen him grow in the last year and a half since he's been around or so.
Well, I think he made a great impression last year, coming up in a few games. And, I feel me, Nico, and him are getting more and more comfortable every game we'll be playing together. Like, we're making, a lot of like short plays, helping. Like, we're very close to each other on the ice, and I think that's what makes us dangerous.
What do you think are his biggest assets when working with the two of you? Because he's a strong guy, but he's also fast. Maybe a little catching people off guard with how fast he can.
Yeah, he is in a great shape, that's for sure, and I think he has a lethal shot. Me and Nico are using him for a lot of that. He can get open, and he's pretty strong on the puck. He can hold on into it, which I really appreciate. When we doing a cycle in the ozone. So he's playing a great hockey right now.
What do you think that goes into the mentality of staying hungry for more when you're on a stretch like this?
To be honest, I feel like everyone loves the winning here, and we don't want it to stop. I mean, obviously, I don't know how that will work out, but you want to just keep rolling, play good, be better every day, work on it every day. So we worked on today on some details, how we can get better, and I think we want to, transfer that to the game.
When other teams play, obviously they know that you guys have that speed, but what do you think about your play as a whole, as a group, might catch other teams off guard?
I think we have four strong lines, when we're rolling them, pretty much sharing the ice time, which, makes each line dangerous and everybody's chipping in. So I think we have that equal, through the lineup, and honestly, anybody can be on the ice and contribute some way, either producing or do something good on the ice. And I think that's what's been really clicking for the whole team.
You've known V for a while now. I'm just wondering what you're thinking of the success that he's found here, how he's been playing, and just this is something that he's wanted to do for a while, is being able to take the reins and go with it.
Yeah, he's playing well. Again, even last night he made some crucial saves, to hold us in a game, and I think he's just enjoying it right now. I think he likes it very, very much here. I'm spending some time with him off the ice too. He's a great kid, so I'm super happy about him, and he's doing very well.
You've played on a lot of teams in your career. Have you been on a run like this at any point?
No, I wasn't. This is pretty amazing. I mean, we had a good run in Detroit, but 11 in a row in this league, it's pretty amazing.
Woody, I'm wondering, when you're on a run like this, I was just talking to Tats about it, how do you keep hungry when you're building on wins like this? And is that a learned thing?
Well, for us that have been here for a while, we've been on skids where we've lost a lot too. So, it's a lot more fun to win, and if that's the motivation right now. But yeah.
What do you think gives teams the most trouble against you guys, or what gives them pause when facing you, other than your speed? Because that's the story all the time, but you've got those lines 1, 2, 3, 4 that.
Yeah, I think we have a lot more depth this year. We're killing a lot of plays in the defensive zone very quickly, and that leads to the transition. And I think more importantly, we're playing great, and then V and net is just outstanding right now.
Can you talk a little bit more about that, just the way he's grabbed hold here? When Mackenzie goes down, there's always that feeling, are we going through this again, like we did last year? But he's really...
Yeah, I mean, I had faith in V right from the start. I played against him a lot in Wash, and he's an outstanding human being, and he's an outstanding player for us.
What type of statement do you think, as a group, you have made to the rest of the NHL? You're not going to win every game the rest of the year, but what do you hope is recognized from you guys?
That we play hard, we play fast, and we're not a joke this year. We're a serious team, and that's the best part about it, because I've been on the teams where we haven't had success, and I think teams kind of took us for granted at times, and can't say that this year.
One of the, you were on that team that made the playoffs in 2017-18. It was definitely a different scenario. How are these teams different other than that depth, right? It almost felt like Halsey was willing everyone's way to the postseason.
I feel like this team has a lot more depth in terms of skill.
Okay.
Whereas the playoff year, 6 years ago or whatever it was, Halsey carried us. And he had an outstanding season, don't get me wrong. But I think this year we have a lot more skill up front and more depth in that aspect of our team.
Woody, have you ever been on a team, I know not in the NHL, but anywhere that's been on a run like this?
Prior to playing in the National Hockey League, I played 20 games a year in high school and 30 games in college. So 10 game streak is half my season in high school. So I've never been on a run like this, no.
So it's an obvious question, but what does it feel like after not experiencing it and now going through it?
I mean, when you win, it makes the sport that much more fun. That's all I can say. And, we have such a great group here.
Dawson's going and playing his 100th game tomorrow. What have you seen him develop into over his first season?
I think it's 100 straight games for him.
Yeah.
I think he played all last year and all this year as well. Outstanding player, very smart with his stick, great kid, and I'm super happy for him.
Who is he outside of the player? Who is he in the locker room? Who is he off the ice?
A funny, well-grounded kid. He's great to hang out with. He's sitting right here next to me, but yeah, he's an outstanding kid and great teammate.
Thank you.
Hey, Dawson, I know tomorrow you're going to be playing in your 100th game, knock on wood. I don't know if you're superstitious. You afraid to talk about it the day before?
No, I'm good.
Fair enough. What does it mean to you, not only to play 100, but for it to be 100 consecutive, not having missed a game so far?
Yeah, it's pretty special. Every night I want to be out there trying to help my team win, and it's been good on me to be out there all the time and being ready to be playing those games. And it's really fun to live the experience instead of watching it there. And every night I'm out there trying to help my team win. So it's been a good ride, and I want to make sure I keep that going.
Many more milestones to go. This is just the first of what we hope is many. But when you broke in last year and you didn't know where this would lead, where are you different now after 100 games than you were after, let's say, 10 or 20?
Yeah, still the same. Want to keep on getting better, working towards that every day. But at the same time, you want that comfort level. You show up to the rink, and the routine is more set. You understand what's going on every day, and you have a better understanding how everything works. So I think using that to my advantage is a major thing. But I've always taken it kind of day by day kind of thing, and making sure I don't look too far in the future, and that's really been working for me so far.
So you've worked each day on getting better. Where are you better after 100 games?
Yeah, I think it's good. Obviously, I wanted to work on speed, strength, and just being able to have that puck on my stick more and protect it better. And obviously, I just want to keep on trying to build my two-way game, and I want to be trusted defensively, but also I want to make sure I can keep on trying to put the puck in the net and create some offense.
Is there a particular secret to success, to being able to maintain good health in a league that's at a high pace and demands an awful lot of a player?
Yeah, I think obviously you got to be smart out there. You don't want to put yourself in those vulnerable situations where you can get higher risks of injuries and getting hit awkwardly, and I think just playing the game smart like that really helps out there. And off the ice, just keeping care of your body and making sure that you're doing the things away from the rink. But I think a lot, obviously when I'm out there on the ice, I obviously don't want to put myself in those situations where you put yourself in a danger zone. Ever
come close through 100 games of missing one?
No, it's been good so far, so I don't really look back on those ones if there was, but no, nothing that I can come across. It seems pretty good for me.
And when you think that Phil Kessel's played 1,000 in a row and you're just hitting 100, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's special. That's pretty incredible. Obviously, to play 1,000 in a row is outstanding. And like you said, I'm only here at 100, and imagine doing that 10 more times without missing a game is pretty spectacular. So.
And finally, off topic, have you ever been on a run like this on a team that's won this many in a row?
Looking back on it, I'm not too sure like that, but this is pretty special to be part of. Every day we're coming into the locker room, day after a win, smiles on our face all the time, and we're still trying to get better, and it's really working for us. And just like I said, it's special. Off to a good start to the season and putting ourselves in a good situation, and we just want to make sure we maintain that and keep it going.
What do you do to keep it going?
We don't want to get away from our game. Every night we want to bring it. Teams are having trouble playing against us, and doing things back home at practice. And when every day, like we're out there today for 20 minutes, but we want to get better. We didn't want to take it lightly. We wanted to make sure that we improved and make sure that we're ready for tomorrow when puck drops. Thank you.
Thank you. So the team is on a run, obviously. Have you ever been on something similar to this?
Not this many in a row, no. We've had runs of wins in a row when I was in Colorado, which is always fun. We had a a run one year where towards the end of the year we had to win, I don't know, maybe 10 of 12 at the end of the year to make playoffs, and we did. Something like that was cool, but I've never been on something like this with a streak home and away. It's been pretty cool to be part of.
What is it like exactly?
Honestly, it doesn't really feel like anything different. It's just a lot of fun. Things are light. Obviously, life's better when you're winning, so it's just made coming to the rink enjoyable. It's brought a lot of fun back into the game for us, and when the game of hockey's fun, it's easier to play. You play with energy, and it's easier to have wins come together. When things are bad, they sometimes seem to bounce the other way. When things are good, they sometimes bounce your way. So it's been fun to be a part of.